Test 1 2, mic test. Check 1 2, mic test. As always, thank you to all the vets. I'm the host of the most man on the planet, Chris V in the house, brought to you by Real Sports Live is in the house. We're here at Cabinet's baseball field. And we got a good one in our hands. We're going to have a good time here today. Bring you some baseball action. There's a triple header today. Game 1 is on tap right now. It's going to be the visiting Gregory Portland Wildcats taking on the Corpus Christi Carroll Tigers. Now, my tripod's not the best in the world, but we're working with what we got, and we got a good view right here where we're at. Cameraman doing a good job out there. I'm here in the press box with the keys. 1440 AM is in the house also. So that's pretty cool radio broadcast out there. And I'm here ready to enjoy some baseball. It's going to be some good contests, like I said here. You got the Tigers taking on the visiting Wildcats. And baseball is a lot of fun. So I hope you sit back, relax, and enjoy the contest here. We're going to do our best to bring you the best coverage here in the house. Looking forward to some good pitching, some good hitting from both squads. Check the records here of both squads. It should be a good one here. I believe that GP is sitting in first right now. Starting things off here, the Wildcats are coming up since they're the visiting team. I've been covering softball, so that's why I don't know a lot about the baseball world right now, but we'll get that for you. Leading things off for the Wildcats. It's going to be number 4 here. I believe I heard Jenick. First pitch of the game. And that's going to go foul. That one hits to the shortstop. Shortstop scoops it, shoots it on over to first. Makes it close, but it's called out. First out of the game for the Tigers, 6-3. Next up is number 3 here. First pitch ball. 2-0 on the count. This one hit high in the sky. Shortstop's going back. Notice he is wearing some glasses. So is the left fielder, but the shortstop calls for it and makes the grab for out number 2. Now, was it earlier at the game for the softball game? Easton Dowell now batting, number 5. I was at the softball game earlier between the visiting Corpus Christi Moody Trojans taking on, the visiting team Corpus Christi Veterans Memorial taking on Corpus Christi Moody Trojans. And the Eagles come away with the victory there, 10-0. 10-run ruled them in the 5 innings. Strike one called there on Dowell. 2 outs. This one hit high also. Second baseman's calling for it. And he secures the out for out number 3. So with that said, we're now headed into the bottom of the first inning. Carroll Tigers coming up to bat, 3 up, 3 down for the Wildcats. But coming up shortly is the Tigers. We'll be right back after these messages by our sponsors.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for a fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Since COVID-19 hit, we saw that there was quite a decrease in our sales. We had heard from another business that EDC was helping people with grants, and so we decided to give it a shot, and we were accepted. I would encourage you to contact the EDC and see if you qualify for one of these grants.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history, there are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction.
Real Sports Live, we're back to the action here in baseball world here at Cabinets Baseball Complex. And taking on right now, coming up to bat for the Tigers, number 20, the center fielder, Gilbert Gonzalez. Strike one called. That one goes into the turf. 1-1 the count. This one lined. It looks like it hit some chalk. That one is going to go 1. He's going to try to go 2. And he's in there for a stand-up double. Gonzalez rips it down the line for the stand-up double. See if I can see that real quick in instant replay. Didn't have my settings up for the replay. I apologize for that. Gilbert Gonzalez with a nice little double down the right side. 2-0 on the count there. Batting right now is the DH, number 9, Jeremiah Bush. Batting for number 21, Trey Estrada, the second baseman. On deck, number 19, Easton Hewitt. It's ball low, 3-0 on the count. Takes ball 4 outside for the walk. Runners down first and second, no outs. Now batting the third baseman, number 19, Easton Hewitt. Hewitt gets into that one, hits out and foul. Rips this one going back. 0-2 in the count. On the rubber for the Wildcats is number 21, Braden Talamantes. Going against Nick Metrides. I hope I'm saying Nick's last name correctly. So hits right field. Diving attempt, just called foul. We might get that one on replay here and see how close that was. A great attempt by the right fielder out there who tried that diving attempt. Andrew Weiss. Just went foul though. Count remains 0-2 on the count. Runners on first and second. Tigers trying to get a runner on the board here. A run on the board, that is. On deck, number 22, Diego Cardenas, the first baseman. Just missed outside on an 0-2 count. Makes it now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Baez getting some action over there in right field. This goes foul. One ball, 2 strikes on the count with no outs. Runners on first and second. Hewitt is in the box. Talamantes on the rubber. And here comes his offering. Just outside. Off-speed pitch. Foul tip. Two balls, 2 strikes on the count here. Still runners on the corners. Actually on first and second. Talamantes taking his time. Time is called by Hewitt. Here comes the pitch. That's hit to the 5-6 hole. Shortstop's going to miss it. There it comes from second. Gonzalez is going to come around to score for the first run of the game. No outs. So Gonzalez comes on in to score. Bush will remain a second. Hewitt on the single, RBI single that is. Now the first baseman, number 22, Diego Cardenas. On deck is number 8, Nick. Bunts put down, throws it a 3, secures the out there. For out number 1, that's a fielder's choice. Nick Matridis now batting. That's how they say his name. Who is the pitcher? This one goes foul. Christian Martinez is on deck. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. That ball's hit in play to the shortstop. Little error, booted error. Hewitt looks at it. And now you have runner, bases are loaded. Time's called by the coach there. Come out and talk to his boys. Try to settle things down. Real Sports Live, you want to advertise, hit up Joe Gomez Jr. at 361-220-5331. And talk to him about it. And with that, we'll be right back for our sponsors.
Culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD. Excellence is our tradition.
Real Sports Live, we're back to the action here. Talamantes gets a little talk from his coach. Try to settle things down. Now batting at number 10, Christian Martinez for the Tigers. Bases loaded. Martinez is the shortstop for the Tigers. First offering to him goes foul. Past the catcher. A run will come in. So the runners will now advance. On over to second and third. On the pass ball. That's a tough one right there. Ball 2 outside. Tigers now with a 2-0 lead. I want to welcome all the viewers there on Facebook World. You want to give a shout out to anybody on the for either the Wildcats or the Tigers, put it in the comments. I'll read them out there. Or anything you'd like to say, put them in the comments and we'll give you some social media love out there. 3-0 on the count. On deck, number 3, right fielder E.J. Cantu. It's 3 balls, no strikes. Talamantes trying to find his zone to get back in this game for the Wildcats as a pitcher. Steps off, regroups, and is gathering his thoughts. As a pitcher, that's it's essential to be able to do that. Talamantes gets a sign, and here comes his offering. Comes with a fastball in the outside corner for strike number 1. 3-1 in the count. Just misses off the plate right there and walks. Christian Martinez. Now bases are loaded.
Now step the plate for the Tigers. Right fielder number 3, E.J. Cantu.
Right fielder coming up to bat now, E.J. Cantu. EJ trying to add to the lead for the Tigers. Talamantes gets his sign, and here comes the offering. Just missed low and inside there for ball 1. Strike 1 called. A little more inside for him. 1-1 on the count, 1 out, bases loaded for E.J. Cantu. Takes that low and inside for ball 2. Ball 3 there, 3-1 on the count now. Cantu hits that over to the second baseman side. He scoops that, throws it on over to first. Nice little out there, but a run does come in for out number 2. Puts runners now in first and second and third, correction. Now batting Dave Palomo, number 12. Hits that one right over the second shortstop area. Hits the center field area. Another run comes in. Ball gets by the first baseman, then by the catcher. Another run will come in right there. So Dave with an RBI single, and then after the errant throw, another run comes in for the Tigers. And Day will advance on over to second. This all in the bottom of the first with 2 outs now.
Now step the plate for fielder number 2, Chavez.
Now batting the left fielder, number 2, Chris Chavez. Chavez trying to add to the lead here for the Tigers. He takes ball 1 a little outside there. Strike 1 paints the corner, 1-1. Talamantes trying to stay remaining calm, that is, as a pitcher. Trying to keep his Wildcats in this, trying to stop the runs from coming on in. And that's all you can do as a pitcher. Here comes his next offering. Got a sign. Here it is. Swing and a miss there by Chavez for strike 2. 1-2 on the count. Runner over on second. 5-0 lead right now for the Tigers in the bottom of the first with 2 outs. Try to go a little off speed outside. Chavez not going for it. Three balls, 2 strikes. It is a full count now on Chavez. Ball 4, that one just misses. Now puts runners on first and second, and we're going back now to the top of the lineup. Gilbert Gonzalez comes back to the bat. Yes, he got that stand-up double in the first inning. Coach calls one more timeout to talk to his players. Talamantes, well, this will be it for Talamantes. Different pitcher coming on in. Trying to see that numbers. I'll get it for you when we come back from our quick commercial break from our sponsors. I'll give you that pitching change. Real Sports Live. I'm the host with the most, the man with the plan, Chris V in the house.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history, there are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
The Harlingen CISD elementary experience looks something like this. Let's see that again. To learn more about the HCISD elementary experience, visit hcisd.org.
Real Sports Live, we're back to the action. Coming in to pitch now is number 12, Christian Mayer. Pitching for Braden Talamantes. Hit by the pitch right there. Will now load the bases up.
Number 9, Jeremiah Bush.
Brings up the bat now the DH, number 9, Jeremiah Bush. Missed that outside corner for ball 1. Paints the corner there. 1-1 the count now with 2 outs. Bases loaded for Bush. Strike 2 called. Quickly goes up 1-2 on the count there. Here comes the pitch. This ball hits the left field. That's going back, over the left fielder's head. 1 run comes in, 2 runs come in. There comes the 3rd run. A double clearing bases right there for Jeremiah Bush. See if I was able to get this one on replay here. There's the hit. And you can see him coming on in.
Bush with a 3 RBI double. Brings the play number 19, Easton Hewitt.
It's a ball 1. Let me clear my bases here. 1 ball. On Easton Hewitt takes ball 2. Now 7-0 lead. Correction, now 8-0 lead. Not doing my math right there. Come on, Chris. I act like I haven't had lunch. Strike 1 call in the outside corner. 2-1 in the count. Mayer gets back into this one here. Baez staying busy over there in right field. Goes foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes now with 2 outs. Wildcats trying to stop this inning from the Tigers gathering any more runs on the board. And we'll try to do their best to get back in this game. Currently down 8-0. 2 outs, 2 balls, 2 strikes on Hewitt. Mayer gets a sign and the offering. Ball goes foul territory again. Baez going, and that's going to be out into the bullpen area. Goes to right field, and again, a collection of baseballs headed into the right field area over there. This one fouled back. Still 2 balls, 2 strikes here. Mayer getting his signs to make sure everything's good to go with his catcher. Looks at ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. The damage has been done for the Tigers here. They get 8 runs on the board in the bottom of the first inning. And with that said, we'll be back shortly for the top of the second inning.
8 runs on 5 hits.
And we'll see how it goes for the Wildcats as they're coming up. We're going to have Glenning, Oral, and Gonzalez. We'll be back shortly after these messages for our sponsors.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history, there are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have.
Real Sports Live, we're back to the action. And leading things off is the second baseman here, Gage Glenning. Number 1. Hits that on over short. Short scoops it. And that'll be an error. Up next, Colby Oral.
Number 2, first baseman, Colby Orell.
He's the first baseman. This one hit high in the sky. Pitcher calls for it. Makes the grab. For out number 1.
Number 13.
That's Nick Martinez making the out. Now batting number 13, Daniel Gonzalez, the DH. Looks at ball 1. One out with a runner on first. Swing and a miss there for strike one. Pass ball. Runner advance on over to second. Swing and a miss for strike two. Makes it now 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now with a runner on second. Now full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. This ball's hit up the middle. Second baseman just out of his reach. Base hit. Gonzalez on the single. Gage will advance on over to third. Now put runners at the corners. With 1 out. Now the pitcher, number 12, Christian Mayer. No balls, 1 strike here. Apologize, getting some questions here on social media. That's hit to the sky in right field. Right fielder makes the catch. Here comes the throw to third. And it's a double play. The right fielder makes an amazing catch. And let me make sure I was able to get that on instant replay. You're going to see right here how the ball's hit up right over the second baseman's head. Right fielder's going to get it. Coming, calling, makes the grab, sees the third. Oh, and it didn't get the replay. I apologize on the instant replay. I hit the button too early. But I want to tell you that was an amazing catch. More importantly, an amazing throw over to third base for the double play. Now we're headed into the bottom of the second inning. Tigers coming up to bat. We'll be back shortly after this message by our sponsors.
Atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Since COVID-19 hit, we saw that there was quite a decrease in our sales. We had heard from another business that EDC was helping people with grants. And so we decided to give it a shot, and we were accepted. I would encourage you to contact the EDC and see if you qualify for one of these grants.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history.
Real Sports Live, we're back to the action here in the bottom of the second inning. Carroll Tigers coming up to bat. That one goes foul back, and that's going to be number 22 batting. Diego Cardenas, the first baseman. Foul back for strike number 2. I didn't hear quite what Coach was asking. Coach Marcelo was asking the umpire something. Couldn't quite hear from up here in the press box area. Maybe he was concerned with the foul, with the interference by the catcher. Of course, I'm assuming, I'm not too sure. 2 balls, 2 strikes now on Diego. Diego hits this high in the sky over to the right field area. Baez is going to call for it and make the grab for out number 1.
Number 8, Nick Martinez.
Strike 1 call there. One on the count now. Takes ball 2 there. This one hit high in the sky. Baez and the first baseman converges. Calls into foul ball territory there. Evens up the count. 2-2 on the count with 1 out. Ball is hit off the end of the bat over to the second baseman. Second baseman gets it, scoops it over, and makes the out. Nice little play there by the second baseman. Backhands it, throws it on over to first. See that real quick here on instant replay. Can see here on the replay how he gets it off the end of his bat. And Gage, nice little backhand. Sidearms that for the out at first. Strike on the outside corner. No 1-2 count. Quickly goes down here. Christian is. Swing and a miss. So it looks like Mayer has gotten into a little rhythm, able to strike out and retire the side there. And we're now headed into the top of the 3rd inning. So we'll be back shortly after these messages for the Wildcats. Real Sports Live on the host of the most Madden Plan. Chris B will be back shortly.
50 paths to service. Which path will you take?
And he throws it down.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming.
Real Sports Live, we're back to the action here. Leading things off for the Wildcats, number 11, Jackie King. King is the shortstop. Jackie looks at ball one inside. Jackie gets into this one, hits it high and deep to left field. Left fielder gathers himself and makes the grab there for out number one. Get that ball up high in the air, and that ball's going to stay up a bit because of this wind. Strike one called there. Andrew Vaiz, the right fielder, who's been busy out there in right field, going after them foul balls. Slow curveball comes in there for strike number two. Ball one just misses that outside corner. Two and two in the count now. Ball hit high there. Goes into foul ball territory. That ball's hit high in the sky, goes up high to the glove of the second baseman for out number two. Brings up to bat now. Number 4, Walker Yannick, the catcher. First at bat, hit to the 6-3 for the first out of the game. Strike one call there. Strike two on the inside corner there. Ball's hit high deep to center field. Center field retracts and makes the grab for out number 3. And we're now headed into the bottom of the third inning. And Real Sports Live. We'll be right back after these messages. I'm the host of the most, the man of the plan, Chris V.
Favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history, there are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
The Harlingen CISD elementary experience looks something like this. Let's see that again. To learn more about the HCISD elementary experience, visit hcisd.org.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Real Sports Live.
Real Sports Live is back in the action here. Tigers coming up to bat now in the bottom of the third inning, leading things off. Christian Martinez. Correction, E.J. Cantu. Cantu, line drive on over to second for out number one. Nice grab there by the second baseman, sticks with it.
Number 12, Dave Lobo.
Ball one there. Strike one call. 1-1 on the count now. With one out after that line drive caught by the second baseman. Foul ball there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Shakes it off. Good sportsmanship by the fans there. A round of applause for him. Safety of the kids is first and foremost. Ball 2 right there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Outside for ball 3. 3-2 on the count. Here's the pitch. This one hit high in the sky into foul ball territory. Third baseman making his way over there. And that one goes into foul ball territory. Ball 4 just misses. So that's Dave Palomo with the walk there.
Now step up on fielder number 2, Chris Chavez.
Palomo's last at bat was a double there. 2 over yard double. Now gets a walk. It's 1 for 1 of the day. Brings up now number 2, Chris Chavez, who got walked his last at bat. Strike 1 there is. Ball 2. Correction, ball 1. I haven't eaten lunch. I'm a little ahead of myself. Apologize for that. Check on the Facebook world here for you all. Any comments being put on there? 2 balls, 1 strike now. Now brings it even, 2-2 on the count. Goes inside out swing there, just goes foul. Count remains 2-2 in the count with 1 out and a runner on over at first. Just misses inside, 3-2 on the count here on Chris Chavez. Dave Palomo over there at first. On deck is Gilbert Gonzalez, the leadoff batter. This one goes fouled back. Goes inside. This one goes fouled back and goes into the stands. Still 3 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. Runner on over at first. This is Chavez batting. Swing and a miss there for strike 3. And out number 2. Gilbert Gonzalez steps into the box now, number 20. Center fielder for the Tigers. Now Gilbert has a stand-up double as well as was hit by the pitch his last at bat. Take strike 1 outside there. 1-1 on the count now. Just misses that outside corner, trying to stay away from Gilbert Gonzalez. Brings it out of the count, 2-1 on the count. On deck, number 9, Jeremiah Bush. Mayer trying to keep Day honest over there at first. Cavazos with a big cut right there. Gonzalez, that is. I apologize. Mayer revs back and brings the heat, and Gonzalez trying to hit that over there to the softball field. Softball field over there. Flower Bluff Hornets taking on the home team, Corpus Christi Ray Texans. Dead ball hit by the pitch again. This will put Day over there at second base. And put Gonzalez on at first. Now batting the DH, number 9, Jeremiah Bush.
Number 9, Jeremiah Bush.
Bush steps into the box. Runners on first and second with 2 outs. Big cut there by Bush. On deck is Easton Hewitt, number 19. Ball 1 in the turf, and runners advance now on over to second and third. 1-1 on the count now. Ball hit to left field, going to back. Left fielder over his head. And that's going to be 1 run coming in. 2 runs come in. Jeremiah Bush with a stand-up double, 2 RBIs there. Giving it a total now of 5 RBIs.
Bush with a 2 RBI double. That'll bring to the plate third baseman, number 19, Easton Hewitt.
One on the count. Strike 2 on the outside corner brings it now 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Runner on second. Just gets a piece that goes foul back. One and two the count with 2 outs, and here comes the pitch. Ball's hit to right field. Valles goes back and makes the grab for out number 3. Some more damage done. Tigers get another 2 runs on the board on the stand-up double by Bush. And with that, the Wildcats will be coming here in the top of the 4th inning. And let's see what they can do to respond to the 10-0 lead for the Tigers. Real Sports Live, I'll be right back after these messages by our sponsors.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history, there are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Real Sports Live, we're back to the action here. This is Malachi Lott batting. 1-1 on the count now. Two and 1 on the count now. Last at bat, fly ball to the shortstop. Second baseman gathers themselves, throws it on over first for the first out of the inning here in the top of the 4th inning.
Number 5, Easton Dowell.
Strike one called there. One on the count now. This ball hit high and deep to the left side area. Goes foul. Now it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2-2 in the count now. Three balls, 2 strikes. It's now full count with 1 out. Nobody on for the Wildcats. Batting here is Easton Dowell. Dowell gets into this one, hits to the center field. Center fielder gathers that one for out number 2. Gage Gleaning now bats, the second baseman for the Wildcats, with 2 outs. Swing and a miss on the big cut there. Ball one. One on the one that count, 2 outs, no one out. Just missed a little high there. Ball two, 2-1 on the count. A little different here during the COVID time with the way spaced out seating is for the stands. Foul tip, 2-2 on the count. COVID has really ruined a lot of things, but with the way we are, we have to stay positive, remain moving forward, and just abide by the rules in wearing your mask. And, you know, if you can't get vaccinated, get it done. I got my Johnson & Johnson. Wasn't too bad, so we got to do what we can to better ourselves and take care of ourselves. That ball's hit high in the sky. Third baseman comes up and gets it in foul ball territory. Looks like he ran a 100-yard dash to come and get that one right there. So we're now headed into the bottom of the 4th inning. It is Tigers coming up to bat with a 10-0 lead, and they'll be right back here. 6 hits to 1 in favor of the Tigers. 1 error each. And so with that, Real Sports Live will be right back after these messages by our sponsors.
Since COVID-19 hit, we saw that there was quite a decrease in our sales. We had heard from another business that EDC was helping people with grants, and so we decided to give it a shot, and we were accepted. I would encourage you to contact the EDC and see if you qualify for one of these grants.
America has one army, but we have many soldiers. From the infantrymen and women who guard our nation, to the photographers that document our history, there are over 150 paths to service. Which path will you take?
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential. And
Real Sports Live, we're back to the action here. Tigers now coming up to bat. The bottom of the 4th. Ball's hit in play here. That's by number 22, Diego Martinez. Shortstop gets it, shoots it on over first for out number 1. Now batting number 8, Nick Martinez. Pitcher for this afternoon's contest for the Tigers. Nick has been on base and then last out grounded out. So right now is 0 for 2. Fouls that one off. Hits this one up high. Right fielder converges for out number 2. That's Valles out there in right field. Brings up now number 10, Christian Martinez.
Number 10, Christian Martinez.
Takes ball 1 there. Swing and a miss. Now makes it 2 balls, 1 strike there. Strike 2 is called there. Strike 3 called right there for out number 3. And so that'll end that inning right there. We're now headed into the top of the 5th inning. Now here, if the Tigers are able to hold on, this will be the ball game right here in the 10-run rule. So we'll be back shortly after this message to see what happens with the Tigers and the Wildcats. Coming right back after you. These messages, Real Sports Live.
Heritage. Sherryland ISD. Excellence is our tradition.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
America has one army, but we...
Real Sports Live, we're back to the action here. Strike 1 right there in the foul ball. Leading things off for the Wildcats here is, looked like it was number 9. He's pinch hitting right here. He's going to shoot on over to the shortstop. And that one's going to be safe right there. He's off the bag right there. Coach trying to change some things up. So number 9, Noah Turner comes into bat. Hitting for Colby. Time's called right there by Coach Marcelo. He was asking the base umpire if he can ask the home plate umpire for some clarification.
Number 15, Gilbert Gonzalez.
Umpire has confirmed that he is safe at first, so now they have a runner on first with no outs. Now batting is number 13, Daniel Gonzalez. Gonzalez is the DH. Fouls that off. Just misses outside. 1-1 on the count. Swing and a miss for strike number 2. Brings it now count 1-2 in the count. Ball 2 evens things out, 2-2 in the count with no outs. Runner on first. Here's the pitch. This one goes fouled back. Stays the same. Two and two, and here's the pitch now. By Martinez. Line drive. And makes the grab. And gets the double play there. I mean, that was just so fast. See him rope it on over to first for the double play. Makes the grab. Touches first. So fast even for my camera worker. Strike one called right there. Ball low, just misses there. This is Christian Mayer, the pitcher. That one's tipped foul. Actually, it's Aiden Acosta now batting. Ball two there. Ball's hit over to shortstop. Carroll gets it, shoots it on over to first, and that's the final out of the game. Not to mention the ball game right here. In 5 innings, the Carroll Tigers take out state-ranked Gregory Portland Wildcats 10-0. 6 hits to 1 in favor of the Tigers. And so the Tigers are out there celebrating, working together. So with that, we'll be back for game 2 here in a bit. Real Sports Live. Once again, I'm the host with the most, the man with a plan, Chris V in the house. And we'll be back shortly for game number 2 of the 3-game set for this wonderful Saturday afternoon. Once again, I'm the host of the most, the man with the plan, Chris V, and we'll be back shortly for game 2 for the Ray Texans taking on the